Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Wolverines will kick this away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchison, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Second down now after the sack. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now, they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Hunter. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
And the Huskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. They've got him down out near the 40.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. The Huskers moving quickly down the field here.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. He picks up another 1st down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
The Cornhuskers will send their punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Handoff here from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On the ground, it's Haynes. They test the middle there, but get nothing. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a fourth down.
The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Back in motion now. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Who's in the clear? At the 20. All the way to the end zone. Well run. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it with room to run. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 39. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To the air, it's Raiola. Looking downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back of the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're in the 1st quarter. He's already got 100+ receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the 1st quarter?
Short connection to the tight end here. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
And the Huskers are on the move here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
2nd down after that completion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
What in the world is going on with the pass protection today? That was almost a 3rd sack and still the 1st quarter. Maybe slide protection or call some screens, maybe play action. Anything to try to help this quarterback out.
To the air, it's Raiola. Looks to the left, pass caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
And sack sets up 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. He's got his man in the open field. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
He's been sharp on these touchdown passes today. That makes 2 for him now already. He's reading the coverage as well and making the right throws.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And the Wolverines will line up to boot it away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And he takes it at the 40. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Play action here on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. A play action, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Really love what this defense is doing today. They're doing a nice job of taking away any success on early downs, and then it allows their defensive ends and pass rushers to get after the quarterback when they get them to 3rd and long.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. Muscle. Now here he goes. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big gains. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, this is the risk of playing man-to-man coverage for the defense. You got to spy the quarterback to prevent him from picking up big yards like this. Good decision by the quarterback and a good job of using those legs.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. And the single back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Woo, good job by this defense. That quarterback doesn't need much room. They did a heck of a job to keep him out of the end zone, and now we got a 4th and goal situation.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Raiola. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. And the returner is brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. 2nd
Second
down.
down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal out that loss. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stuffing the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Wolverines. if you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They draw within 4 at 14-10.
That makes the score Nebraska 14, Michigan 10.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 2. Second down coming up.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Close to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Here he goes. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line.
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. for some space. It's Haynes. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good.
That makes the score Nebraska 14, Michigan 13.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ives. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Dropping back, it's Wyola. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but a big gain over the 42. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 1-point lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Quarterback keeps the football. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Important third down play coming up after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back to just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab near the sticks. It's Klein. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Wolverines pick up enough to get a first down there. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. second down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. Second down.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan, to put them on top now. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Motion now from the tight end. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. So now the lead sits at 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. A deep shot to the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. An inside deal now from the shotgun. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Huskers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Offense hungry to convert here on 3rd down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Receiver in motion now. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll run it here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
On first down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. He's going to hand this off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Tackle, but first down.
Pass on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Picks up 6. That's a first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Ball carried by the running back. second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll give it to the running back. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
At the 20.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
First and goal, Michigan. That's the end of the third quarter.
Here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Michigan 28, Nebraska 17.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Trapped again in the pocket.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
The Cornhuskers will have to punt this one away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Now the pass rush gets home.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game flip. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
That completion makes it 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Wyola. The receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The Cornhuskers bring their punt team onto the field. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. It's a run. Running back's got it. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Let it out of the shotgun. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
So on third and short, they elect to go for the deep ball, and they fail to connect. Now they've got a very tough decision ahead of them on fourth down.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a small gain, but look who they threw the football to, the fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
That completion makes it second and medium. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Grab made by the tight end. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass is caught. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over top of everybody for the touchdown.
Move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
That keeps the score. Michigan 28, Nebraska 23.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Grinding away on the ground. First down and more. He's still running. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Fighting him off. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He's looking deep down the middle. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. It's a quarterback keeper. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.